Hey guys! Today I'm going to show you how to make a cash system in Roblox Studio, plus a small shop to go with it. It's super easy, so let's get started. Alright, first thing we need to do is create leaderstats. Leaderstats is the system Roblox uses to show things like cash, coins, wins, levels, all that stuff, next to the player's name. So basically, we're making a small folder inside each player that will hold those values. And don't worry, this part is super simple. Go to server script service, and we're going to make a new script in there. We put it in the server because the server controls all the important game data, that keeps everything synced and stops players from changing their money. Alright, now let's break down the script we just made. The first line gets the player's service. This is how we connect to every player who joins the game. Next, we use player added. This event fires every time a player joins, and it gives us the player object so we can set everything up for them. Inside that event, we create a folder using instance.new folder. We name that folder leaderstats and parent it to the player. Roblox automatically shows any values inside a folder named leaderstats on the leaderboard, that's why the name is important. Then we create an int value. This is a number value that can store the player's money. We name it cash, set its starting value to 100, and then parent it inside the leaderstats folder. So now when a player joins the game, they will instantly have a leaderboard showing their cash, starting at 100. This value can be changed by shops, rewards, or anything else you add later. Now that our leaderstats are working, let's make a GUI that shows the player's money on their screen. First, go to Start a GUI and create a screen GUI. Inside it, add a text label. This is where the money will be displayed. You can customize the font, size, color, whatever you want. Once that's ready, put a local script inside the text label. This script will read the player's leaderstats and update the text label automatically. Let me explain how it works. This script gets the player's leaderstats, finds the money value, and puts that number on the text label. It also updates the text every time the money changes, so the GUI always shows the correct amount. First, create a new button right under the GUI we made earlier. Customize it however you want so it fits your design. After that, add a local script inside the button. The first two lines of this script simply get the button itself, and then get replicated storage. This allows the script to communicate with the rest of the game. Next, we add the remote event. This event will be used to tell the server whenever the player clicks the button. We also include a small cooldown system so the button cannot be clicked too fast. Once the button is fully set up and the event is connected, go back to the server script we created earlier. In that script, we add a new section that listens for the event from the button. When the event is received, the server finds the player's leaderstats and increases their money safely on the server side. With these additions, the server now handles earning money and spending money correctly, and everything stays secure and synchronized. Start by inserting a character model into the workspace and add a proximity prompt to it. This will be the trigger that opens the shop. After that, go back to your GUI and create the shop interface. Add a buy button and a close button inside the shop frame. Now let's handle the close button. Inside the close button, insert a local script. This script simply hides the shop UI when the player clicks the close button. Next, select the Buy button and insert another local script. Inside this script, we first get replicated storage so we can access the remote event we'll use for buying. Then we prepare the Buy button to send a signal to the server when it's clicked. Now go back to the server script where all our previous systems were created. Here we add a new section that listens for the Buy event. When the server receives it, the script checks the player's leader stats. It looks at their money and compares it to the price that was sent. If the player can afford it, the server safely reduces their money by that amount. This is where you would give the player their item. Place that tool inside replicated storage so the server can clone it later when the purchase is successful. Now go back to the script under the close button, because we need to finish one last piece. We add a connection to the proximity prompt we placed earlier. When a player triggers the prompt in the workspace, the shop frame becomes visible. This simply opens the shop whenever the player interacts with the prompt. And that's it, your entire money system, shop UI, purchase logic, and tool giving setup are all complete. You now have a working in-game shop that earns money, spends money, and gives items safely through the server.